Hey y'all, I'm Captain E sitting in for Andrew Upshaw as your host of Let's Fish TV this week. Normally your Carolinas reporter. This week I'm taking the helm and I'm taking you offshore here in South Carolina, right out of Murrells Inlet. We're gonna go hit an artificial reef for spade fish. But the great thing about that this time of the year, you never know what we're gonna run into. Could be barracuda, cobia, mackerel, who knows? It's gonna be exciting. Don't go anywhere because Let's Fish TV is on the air now.
That's a big one right there.
It's time for the only program that brings you real-time fishing reports from the Southwest region every week.
You ever caught a fish that big?
No!
Got him.
Another day. There you go. Another redfish. Got him. Now, that's what Let's Fish TV is all about right there, guys.
Hey y'all, I'm Captain E sitting in this week for Andrew Upshaw as your host of Let's Fish TV. It's my pleasure to have you back in South Carolina once again. It is summertime and we're gonna head to the artificial reefs here, located just out of Murrells Inlet, targeting spadefish. But the great thing about this time of the year, you never know what's gonna be there. Cobia, spadefish, barracuda, mackerel, who knows? But we're gonna load up on some great bait and some great tackle here at Crazy Sister Marina right now in the new tackle shop. Right now I'm gonna grab some squid because those spadefish, if you don't run into jelly balls, those spadefish love squid. You can load up with squid, get them out there, tease them up, and have a great time. When we come back, we're gonna be on the water catching some fish. But for right now, let's go back to the studio for your weekend planner.
Hi everybody, the Salooner tables are predicting good game fish activity on both days this weekend. Peak times begin at 6:21 on Saturday and 6:58 Sunday morning. Other high activity times will begin at 6:46 on Saturday and 7:23 late Sunday afternoon. Depending on your local area, expect the sun to rise around 6:24 and set at 8:41. Evenings will feature a moon that's 44% visible. Keep up with the latest fishing adventures and tips from Let's Fish TV by joining us on Facebook and subscribing to our YouTube channel.
All right, real quick, I want to show you what I'm actually catching some bait right now for these grouper, trying to catch some tomtates or something on the bottom here, and I've made a little double chicken rig, real tiny hooks, got a couple half-ounce egg sinkers on here, and just sitting on top of the structure right here, watching all these little fish down here. So I figured let's try to get a couple extra tomtate in the live well, and that's the joys of getting out here and targeting these bigger fish is you can have fun just catching bait. You know, there's ringtails, there's tomtates, there's pinfish right here. If you want your premium bait for grouper, you can't beat a live tomtate or a live pinfish. It just, they don't say no to it. What we've got down, and I've been trying to fish with tomtates, you know, we're waiting on these spadefish to get up. It's calmed down a little bit, and we're gonna get them up to the surface here in a minute. They're not gonna come to the boat. Like I said, you know, last year when we were out and I filmed the show for Andrew, I got lucky, had them come right to the boat, and they'll do that on some spots. We're at a real popular spot that gets fished a ton, and these fish have seen all the tricks. They've seen everything, jelly balls, shrimp, squid, they've seen it all. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna be throwing these, woo! This is pretty big for bait right here. That's what I'm talking about. Look, I mean, this is bait fish, y'all. Hopefully it's a tomtate. It might be a couple. It does look like it's two fish. Nope, it's one, and that would be a big old ringtail. I could take him and cut him up for bait. He'd be pretty good, but I'm gonna throw back out there for a tomtate. But like I was saying, these grouper that are inshore right now, I'm really gonna explain it like this. I truly believe that the American red snapper, the ARS genuine red snappers, and the fact that they've started to take over that 80 to 110 foot of live bottom, I think it's pushing them in. They're trying to find new habitat. They're coming inshore. We're in 39 foot of water. It is June. It makes no sense for these gag grouper to be in here in the numbers that they're in. But we're gonna sit here and capitalize on it and take advantage of it because we can't keep any red snapper if we did go out there. Of course we will in July. We get 3 days and woohoo. But anyway, you know, speaking of reports, I know your reporter on your body of water wants to share some great things with you that's happening over there. So let's go to your reporter and see what's happening on your body of water.
Hi everybody and welcome to this week's Lone Star Lakes, brought to you once again by the good folks at Athlon Optics. Athlon offers you the best in optics quality at the best value price, giving you the most bang for your buck. Now this week we're going to talk about fishing at night across Texas. Since we're officially in summer and it's heating up, it's a lot more comfortable over the night hours and the fish bite really well. Let's go to Lake Palestine and let's start around the mid-lake area to the lower lake area where all the boat docks are. We're looking for docks with lights and not just lighted docks, but I'm going to look for those green lights that draw in a lot of bait fish and therefore a lot of bass. I've said before, when fishing at night, I only use about 4 baits. I'll throw a buzz bait up shallow around the back of the dock. I'll throw a spinner bait all around the sides of the dock and around the fronts as well. I'll throw a deep diving crankbait that reaches about 10 feet deep in a really dark color like a black, and I'll throw a Texas rig 10-inch power worm in either red shad or blue fleck. And it's important to remember, you got to find docks that are about 10 to 12 feet of water. Palestine's at normal level right now, so that shouldn't be a problem. Also at normal level, Lake Conroe, and it's same story. We're going to fish boat docks there day or night for the crappie. All we need to do is scan those docks and find the ones that have brush. The brushed in docks are the ones we want to fish anywhere from 12 to 14 feet deep with our minnows and our crappie jigs. That's this week's Lone Star Lakes. Check us out on Facebook, Lone Star Lakes.
There we go. Let's see what it is. I'm guessing grouper. Yeah. It would be a gag. There we go. Gonna be short. There we go. Hey, he's got a couple rigs in his mouth too.
Does it?
Yep.
Probably dang mine.
Now, he'd have to be 24 inches for us to keep. I don't think he makes it. He's probably around 22 inches. But to be in here in 35 foot of water this time of the year, that's crazy, insane. And there he's got another rig right there. We'll pop that off, clean him out. There we go. Tiny hook, but anyway, he's gonna be a little short. So we're gonna let him go. Let him get back. All right, well, as luck would have it, I came out here to show you guys a new way to catch spade fish when they're being finicky, but I've hooked into something a little different, a little bit bigger. I think I've got a big cobia on, and I'm going to take my time with it. I tell you, I'm truly in the middle of a knife fight, or excuse me, a gun fight with a knife right now, and I'm going to let him tire himself out. But man, this loose Mach 2 is holding up to him pretty good. I'm going to guess from the looks of him, I saw him when he came up and hit my squid. He looks like he's going to be close to legal. Now here's the issue. I'm out here with no gap in the boat. So I'm going to have to either risk the chance of destroying myself in the boat here or my net and try to net him, or just get him up, let's look at him and we'll let him go. Cobia are a great table fare this time of the year. They're moving their way up the coast. They're on all the live bottoms, all the artificial reefs like where we're at today, and you can catch them at any point in time. A lot of times they'll come up, they're real curious, they'll swim up to the back of the boat, take a peek, see what's happening, and if you pitch a good live bait to them, artificial eels, they love, you can normally get them to suck it in. I've caught a 35-pound cobia on the smallest of mud minnows. It doesn't matter. When they're hungry and they're inquisitive, they're going to eat it. Now what he's hit now is one of these strips of squid that I'm using for these finicky spade fish. All right, hang on. I'm starting to get a little back on him right here. Starting to get a little bit back on him. And again, last summer when I did this, you know, we teased him up to the side of the boat. It was real simple, lots of fun, kind of picking and choosing the fish. Wow, look at this cobia. That's a 40-pounder, dude. Look, I'll get him up here. There we go, here he comes. Look at that. Wow, definitely a keeper, but I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna do the smart thing here. Cobia will destroy your boat. And I know I'm gonna have a lot of people going crazy. You can't do that. Why are you letting him go? Cobia will destroy your boat. If you're not prepared for one with a gaff, obviously a substantially larger net. Wow, check out that hammerhead. That's what, 9, 10 footer? Wow. You don't want to fall in right now. All right, hey, I'm gonna do the right thing. Hey, I gave the Kobe a chance to live, dude.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there. Power Pull, Total Boat Control. Balls Out, made in the USA. Heavy duty mounts for your fish finders. Rely on, challenge your limits.
All right, he's on it. I'm gonna let him go with it. I'm letting him go with it. I'm letting him go with it. I've got him. There we go. Oh boy. All right, we got him coming up out here to the side of the boat. We're gonna change our bobbers up. We're gonna go with fluorescent orange. We'll try that, see if they'll come up to that. Get this rod out of the way. Come on, baby. How about a big old spader? Come on. Trash can lid. That's the best, you know, we call flounder doormats, big flounder doormats, and big bass bucket mouths. Well, a big old spade fish looks like a trash can lid. Let's go, come on. Let them eat it. I know better. I know better. I know better. You gotta let them eat it. Let them swim off with it. Again, I've got those longer strips of squid, so it's gonna take them a minute to get to the business end. All right, he's on it. I'm gonna let him go with it. I'm letting him go with it. I'm letting him go with it. I've got him. There we go. Oh boy. Now that right there, folks, if you don't get excited about that, again, light tackle, and you're not gonna believe how big these spade fish are. I couldn't believe it. What? I'm telling you folks, this time of the year, you know, here in the Carolinas, I mean, maybe spade fish are particular to us. I know we, listen at that. I'm gonna tighten it up a little bit, but look at that. I mean, it's not loose. And if I've got two on here, I'm definitely in for a hard time. But here in the Carolinas, this time of the year, all of our nearshore reefs, any big live bottoms, they'll get covered up with spade fish. They are so much fun. Spanish mackerel jumping right there. I mean, this fish has run me around the boat. Again, I'm not completely convinced that this might not be two fish, but when you throw out a double rig, trolling motor. Oh, I'm around it. All right, there we go. We're getting close. We're getting close. Anyway, my good friends at Crazy Sister Marina can get you out here. You can come do it. Come on, baby. I wish we'd have been ready earlier. Wish we'd have had us a gaff with that big cobia. It would have been nice to bring him home because they do taste so incredible. But another fish that tastes incredible are these spade fish. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Dude, this thing is unbelievable. I'm telling you, you'll be hard pressed. You'll be hard pressed to go catch me a spade fish anywhere bigger than these, folks. I don't care who you are, you're going to be hard pressed to find a spade fish bigger than these. And again, if you remember the show last year that I filmed for Andrew, I think I was probably catching 4 to 5 pounders. May have caught something a little bit bigger in there. I know I caught a bunch of small ones, but there were definitely none this size. Get that hook out of there. I mean, he just took off. There we go. Look at this fish. Wow. You know, first cousin to the angelfish, as you can tell. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Great trash can lid, and that is definitely over 8 pounds, I'll tell you, all day long. But we're gonna let this thing go, and while I'm doing that, let's go to your body of water, see what's happening over there. You got a great reporter, wants to share some reports with you. Go back, buddy.
Matt Pengrack with the Bass Talk Live podcast here. and this is your fishing report for the state of Oklahoma. Guys, the weather is getting hot, and so is the fishing. And right now I want to tell you about probably one of the most fun bites that you can get on Lake Eufaula. They just had a Bassmaster Open there, but aside from the largemouth, which are a little stingy right now in the summer doldrums, the white bass are up and eating. Schools of hundreds, if not thousands of white bass are in two main areas. One is in Longtown. You want to look for main lake points early in the morning and in the evening. You can see schools of these white bass that are eating small shad on your electronics. You're going to look for long rock points or clay points and a small swim bait, a 2.8 inch swim bait on a 1/4 ounce jig head, an underspin, a rooster tail. Excellent options to catch these fish. When you find them, they'll let you know they're there. You'll get 2-3 bites on a cast until you hook one. The other area where the white bass are very prevalent is in the chute. Look on the right hand side on long rocky points, and you will see schools of these white bass that are chasing shad. If you have kids, if you just want to catch a lot of fish, now is a great time to go to Lake Eufaula. Hey, for more information, not only about fishing in Oklahoma, but across the country, check out the BTL podcast every Monday through Thursday at 8:30 a.m. Central Time on the BTL YouTube channel and iTunes.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Lake Hartwell Country. Catch the feeling. Lose, feel the difference. Strike King, tie one on. And by Glacier Outdoor. Outdoors since 1982.
Another beautiful spade fish here. South Carolina, you know, these nearshore reefs, doesn't get any better. You almost got 6 months. There we go. Got him. Got him. He got himself hooked that time. Well, we'll see if we can get this one in. All right, he's going to the other side. We'll go to the other side. This is another really nice trash can bed. Wow. And my son, Russ, just took the inlet leaderboard for the biggest spade fish, so no matter what, I'm not weighing one in. I would not want to beat him. Look at this one. Wow, let me get the nets right here. I would not want to beat him. This one's not going to beat him. This is one of the smaller ones. This one's about 7 pounds. Come here, buddy. Come here. There we go. All right. Wow. Look at this. Look at the shoulders on them. These are unbelievable. You back quick. Let's get him back quick. Another beautiful spade fish here. South Carolina, you know, these nearshore reefs, doesn't get any better. You almost got 6 months to get out here and enjoy this fishery. And my friends at Crazy Sister Marina, visit crazysistermarina.com to find out how to book your trip today. You can do it. Come down and enjoy it. Off to the races.
What's up, guys? Captain Taylor Bro here with Wave Dancer Charters in Galveston, Texas with this week's fishing report. As you may know, there's a storm moved through. Didn't get a lot of rain, or didn't get as much as they said we would, but we did get a lot of high tides from the surge. Had to move a few boats out, had to move mine out. The water doesn't look near as dirty as I thought it was gonna be, so once the wind lays down, I think the speckled trout and even the redfish should be on fire once we get out and start fishing. Speckled trout and redfish were biting really well before the storm hit inshore. Catching a few sheephead and black drum in there as well. Offshore, kingfish were starting to make a move back in. We're catching them pretty decent. Snapper fishing's good, you know, as always. Lots of beeliners being caught on the party boat and stuff like that. But looks like we're gonna be staying inshore for the next few days, at least towards the end of the month. Might get out a little earlier than that. But if y'all want to go fishing down here in Galveston, Texas, be sure and give us a call. Thank you, and tight line.
There he is. Oh, yes, there he is. Oh, it's another good one. I mean, the bad thing is, there are no little ones here. They're all big ones, but they're not coming to the boat, so you've got to sit here and play with them. You've got to tease them And, you know, again, throwing this adjustable depth bobber rig out there is coincidence. It is. And it should, I tell you what, I mean, I always say it. When I hit the water, I don't care if I'm targeting flounder, bass, wahoo, dolphin, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna always let the fish dictate how I fish for them. No matter what you wanna do. You know, you go out there and you stop by Academy Sports, you've grabbed all of that great Strike King stuff. You get out there and they don't want it. Let them tell you what they want and adjust your game just to that. Best tip I can give you today is honestly let the fish dictate how they want to eat and what they want to eat. This is a good one here. This is going to be a while. This is going to be a fun one. Hey, this is the great thing about this. You know, I'm not reeling in, you know, a small 2-pound flounder, 3-pound flounder, which is a great fish, but a short fight. I'm getting to sit here and talk to you, and this time of the year, you know, you come along the Grand Strand, again, I mentioned all these artificial reefs. South Carolina has some incredible artificial reefs here because we don't have any coral or natural reefs. So what we've got is some live bottom and different things like that. All right, come on. He's doing what we call the spiral, the spin of death, which is a lot like a tuna, where they'll just start spinning and they'll stay right under the boat. Still getting some good head shakes. He's still going to be over 7 pounds, I'm going to guess, looking at him. Definitely still, listen at that. Definitely a trash, yep, look at that. Another trash can lid. I'm going to try and lift him in because I don't have the net here. I'm going to go for it. This is probably dumb. This is probably dumb. Like I said, it's probably dumb. If I say it's dumb, it is definitely dumb. Oh well. Hey, the hook came right out. Actually, you want to see what happened? Let me show you what happened. Straightened the hook out. That's why I'm fighting him with loose drag, but hey, I was going to let him go anyway.
Watch our latest episode or catch up on past episodes on our website at letsfishtv.com. Be sure to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and download the free Waypoint TV app to get all the latest episodes every week on your phone, tablet, computer, or smart TV. Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Mercury, Go Boldly, Lowrance, the ultimate fishing system, Gulf Shores and Orange Beach Tourism. Let's fish on Alabama's beaches. Motor Guides Tour Pro with GPS anchor, powered by Passion. Here's today's Right Stuff, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
All right, folks, I want to go over exactly what I was using today in the show. And again, I know I mentioned it out there, but for the most part, the Mach 2 in this spinning reel is perfect for me. The combo has been great. I grabbed these things a couple months ago. I've used them in several shows, and I really love them. Today, I was using the medium light action and the fast, and I probably should have gone something a little bit heavier had I known we were going to get into those spade fish of that size. But I was using an adjustable depth bobber rig, and like I told you, I modified it. I put on 2 hooks on this modified rig instead of using one to get 2 pieces of that squid out there trying to entice those spade fish into biting. Now also for the grouper, I was using just a modified chicken rig, a grouper rig, whatever you want to call it. I'm big on fluorocarbon. I had 60-pound fluorocarbon rigged up, and I love to make bigger arms on that rig. I find that those bigger arms with fluorocarbon help get that bait away from the swivel and the weight, and it entices that grouper into biting. Folks, it has been my pleasure to sit in this week and share my waters with you. Work smarter, not harder, and keep your chaos organized.